attention now. We've been applauding our armed forces for delivering a crushing blow to the enemy across the border. But we can't forget the efforts our paramilitary forces and policemen have been putting in for crushing an enemy within the country. In a significant blow to the left-wing extremism or Naxal insurgency in India, security forces have neutralized two dreaded Maoists during an early morning encounter in Jharkhand's Latehar district during the day. In fact, one of them was Pappu Lohara, a man who carried a 10 lakh rupees bounty on his head. He was the supremo of the Jharkhand Jan Mukti Parishad, or the JJMP, a breakaway Maoist faction originally formed to counter CPI Maoists. Over time, the group had in fact spread a reign of terror through violent extortion and other activities across the Latehar area and surrounding areas. In Chhattisgarh as well, on the 21st of May, in a big blow to the outlawed Communist Party of India Maoists, its General Secretary was killed in the security operations launched by the District Reserve Guard of 3 districts. This elimination of Nambala Keshav Rao, alias Baswaraju, is perhaps the biggest blow to the insurgents. He had masterminded several attacks against paramilitary and police forces, and this successful operation marks a crucial breakthrough in the anti-Naxal efforts in the region. Last week, 24 Naxals had surrendered before the authorities in the Bijapur district of Chhattisgarh. Another 33 Naxalites, 24 of whom carried a combined bounty of 91 lakh rupees, had surrendered before the security forces in the state's Bastar region. The significance of this successful anti-Naxal operation should not be missed. Though a streamlined operation started back in 2009, the real concerted action took off after the BJP came to power at the centre. The numbers tell you the real story, how there has been an 85% drop in the number of deaths, civilian as well as security forces, from 2010 to 2024. So let's take a look at the numbers and put them in perspective for you. Now, in June 2024 to May 2014, let's take a look at the numbers. They tell you the real story of the success of this operation, and this is what the numbers look like from 2004 to May 2014. Look at the numbers here. These are the numbers in terms of the incidents of Maoist violence being reported. A whopping 16,000 incidents being reported previously, which has now drastically reduced in the period of 2014 to 2025. It has less than halved from what it was before. Similarly, of the security personnel being killed as well, the numbers were startling at 1,824, with the security personnel being targeted in multiple attacks. It has now been reduced to 520. Civilians as well, the number of civilian deaths has reduced from over 4,000 to just over 1,500 as of now. The Prime Minister has also made it clear that there will be zero tolerance towards all forms of terror, be it cross-border terror or even red terror.
किसी भी क्षेत्र के विकास के लिए सबसे जरूरी है शांति और कानून व्यवस्था। आतंकवाद हो या अशांति फैलाने वाले माओवादी, हमारी सरकार जीरो टॉलरेंस की नीति पर चलती है।
My colleague Priyank Tripathi is joining us on the broadcast with the details of India's war against red terror, and the Prime Minister has been very, very clear about zero tolerance. The Union Home Minister has also spoken about the operations that have been taken. And Priyank, as we just put out the numbers as well, they tell a clear story of one after the other. India is ensuring that we reach zero incidents of violence in the next couple of years.
See, Sati Pradima, over the period of last 40 years, this red corridor had been the biggest trouble for the security forces, because time and again this was also stopping very big developmental project in this area. In the latest development from the Naxal front, what we can tell you to our viewers, that yesterday the Dandakarni Zonal Committee of the CPIM Maoist had released a press note which has accepted the killing of Basavaraj, as well as they have also accepted that it was not only 27 but 28 Naxals who were killed by the security forces, and they have also in detail described that how the security forces started putting a pressure on them on 19, and they finally eliminated 28 of these Naxals in this area. 7 of them, according to them, have managed to flee away from the location. But the fact of the matter is that these operations are very big, and this is taking life of many of those hardcore Naxals who have been the biggest threat in these zones.
Okay, ending Naxalism by 2026, that's the pledge that the Union Home Minister had taken, and these operations are ensuring the same. Priyank, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you for joining us with all those details. It's time for us to slip into a very quick break here. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.